Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to look at some of the weirder Pokemon TCG stuff that has come around in a little while. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Arsham, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong and I apologise, is doing an art exhibit. And a bunch of merchandise over in Japan, all about the Pokemon trading card game. Well, no, that's not strictly true. But much of it is about the Pokemon trading card game, and it is awesome. But honestly, right, for our purposes, where we really need to start is with a bunch of cards. Actual, full-on cards. So we've got this Crystalized Charizard card, pink. The Crystalized Charizard card, white. We've got ourselves a Crystalized Mew card in purple, a Crystalized Mew card in white, and then there's a Blastoise coming along as well, because I don't know, why would there not be? This is kind of cool, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of cool. And it does look like there is another Charizard as well as the two I've just shown you that matches the Blastoise. It is really rather awesome. And what are these? These are old cards. These are very old era Pokemon cards, which are essentially being redone in this new style. So the Charizard is very much, it's base set Charizard. It is very literally base set Charizard done in a weird way. And when I say base set Charizard, I mean it's got the same artwork. It's got that Mitsuhiro Arita artwork, but obviously redone. It's got the right HP, it's got the right attacks, it's got the right resistance, weakness, retreat cost. It is just that card, but reimagined. If we look at the Blastoise, it's a similar kind of thing, with the base set Blastoise artwork, or thereabouts, with the same HP and attacks and weakness and retreat cost and all of that, same stuff we've learned to love from there. And then again, and you probably should know this at this stage, but let's make it nice and clear. If we go and have a look at the Mew, it's a very similar thing again. Here we are actually talking about the promo Mew, the first ever Mew card that we got, which is really rather cool. And well, I say promo. In Japan, it was released in a set, which was their equivalent of Fossil, which was kind of cool. But over here, it was released as a promo. So Mystery of the Fossils over in Japan, but it was a promo over here, which is really kind of cool. So that was rather lovely. And again, we got the same artwork, same attacks, all of that. It is Mew. It is that Mew, but redone as a card, which is super strange, but I kind of love it. And there is a question of why have they done this, and the answer is because it's awesome. Incidentally, they have done a Pokédex as well, in cooperation with the Pokemon Company. It is a book which is being published this year, and presumably has got a whole bunch of other stuff in. For what it's worth, there is also a whole bunch of other stuff coming. There is a Pikachu plush, because why would there not be? A Crystalized Pikachu, because why would there not be? And then we've even got stuff like, a Mew on a keychain is one of the things that's coming along. There is a hat, because why would there not be a trucker hat? That makes perfect sense, right? It's all a little bit weird, but I kind of absolutely love it. And it's clearly a very stylized thing. It's clearly something which is not like what other artists are doing, and I like that. That makes me kind of happy. It is clearly very different to what other people are rolling around with, and I love this. Not the first time this has happened. I do believe there were a few of these released a little while ago, and we didn't really cover it, but I got a bunch of questions at the time, so I figured it was worth having a look at now. And over on the website, they have gone and given a whole bunch of information as to exactly what this is. So, the introduction goes like this. Nanzuka is pleased to present A Ripple in Time, an exhibition project by American artist Daniel Arsham. The series of exhibitions marks the third installment of Arsham's collaborative art project with the Pokemon Company following the previous shows. Arsham continues to seek out devices for creating unreality through constantly continuing to explore and experiment with new materials. These endeavours derive from Arsham's interest in architecture and the environment, as observed in his activities as co-organiser of the architectural project Snakearchitecture. From environments of eroded walls, stairs leading nowhere, to landscapes where nature overrides artificial structures, Arsham meticulously unveils spaces and moments that seemingly confuse and confound our expectations, resolving such experiences within the context of his work. There's a lot of art stuff there which passes me by. The point is, it just looks really, really cool. Now, in terms of this particular project, there is a bit of a quote from the artist on the website. I grew up with Pokemon and collected the cards when I was young. It's something that is also present in the childhood of my children. They love Pokemon now, and I think that speaks to the universal nature of Pokemon and the incredible universe of imagination that it has created for me and my own children. How cool is that? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very cool indeed. And I love the idea that we're now in a situation where we've got these artists who were Pokemon fans as children who are now coming around and creating artwork based around Pokemon because of the love they had for Pokemon when they were young. I think that is absolutely fantastically wonderful, and I, for one, am a huge fan of it. This is just cool, ladies and gentlemen. This is just extremely cool. Now, it is important to note that this is happening over in Japan, so exactly how we go about buying this stuff is a little bit awkward. There are a bunch of exhibits which are happening around Japan. There is a lovely little interactive map you can see here that does, show off some of the exhibits and where you can actually go and get them. So it's not going to be the easiest thing to take advantage of. I just thought that it was really cool. It reminds me very much of the Unagaba Pikachu, which I showed you a little while ago. And that was, the artist Unagaba who made a Pikachu card and then did a sticker sheet in a men's magazine. But because why would they not? And there was just this whole collaboration with Pokemon and this artist who's actually quite well known in Japan. There were some t-shirts as well. There was a little box of accessories that was released. And Pokemon seems to be going out of their way lately to collaborate with cool artists on some of these projects. I, for one, hope this carries on forever. I love seeing this really cool Pokemon stuff coming around, and I really hope it carries on. There is a website, arsham-pokemon.nanzuka.com, I'll pop a link in the description, where you can go and find out about the individual exhibits and things of that nature. I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to buy these outside of Japan, but it was such cool news I had to share it. Speaking of stuff we can't buy outside of Japan, because it's a train car, some of the metro lines over in Taiwan have gone and been themed to celebrate the release of Legends Arceus and Starbirth. Now, this was shared over on the official Taiwan Facebook page, and it's extremely cool. Now, you can see here the pictures, these are clearly themed after Legends Arceus. The first picture here is clearly celebrating some of the new Pokemon. You've got Basculegion, Weirdeer, and Hisuian Braviary all there, which is rather nice. And then we've got just this collage of Pokemon, which is just amazing. I don't think that's necessarily... There seem to be a whole bunch of Pokemon there which are very much not in, as far as I found at least, not in Legends Arceus, so I don't know. But here's a car I'm really interested in. Because what they've gone and done is made a Metro car which is themed after Starbirth. You can see there that next to the exit, you've got Charizard V and Charizard V Star. You've got Arceus V Star and you've got Shaman V. But then you've got Shaman V Star right next to that as well. You've got Luminion over there right in the bottom right hand corner of the picture. You've got Empoleon hiding under the seat. Why is Empoleon hiding under the seat? I'm not entirely sure, honestly. There's another Luminion on the left-hand side, about 2/3 of the way up as you're looking. There is an Arceus on the ceiling, because why would there not be? And, of course, you've then got the Pokemon Trading Card Game logo, set logo, and release date right there on the floor of the car so that nobody gets confused. Incidentally, you also have the game logo and release date on the bottom of that car as well. Over in Taiwan, all coming out on the 28th of January. As far as I'm concerned, that's a rather awesome date. Like, who would not want to be playing around with all of that stuff? I frankly would, ladies and gentlemen. I frankly would. So this is just cool. This is just a fun little story. This is really fun. Over in Taiwan, some of the Taipei metro lines have just been done out with this stuff. And it's just a marketing thing. It's literally just so that people who get on the train are aware that this stuff is coming out and hopefully go and spend some money on it. Because that's what Pokemon want. And I assure you, if I was over in Taiwan, I would be spending a whole bunch of money on this. So frankly, ladies and gentlemen, this is some of the weirder news we found lately, and I do think that these weird resin cards made by an artist with bits falling out of them and a train car full of Pokemon stuff, I do think that does qualify as weird news. That is not what we talk about every day. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you think. I want to know basically anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at Lawasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.